Okay, today I want to show you how I set the float levels. I do it using the actual float level. It's the same basic thing that they're doing here, except I don't have one of those bowls. So I just do it with a jar, okay? So back here I've got a little siphon, that's this here, and what we're going to do is I'm going to hook up the carb. There's my fuel tank up here, okay? And I'm going to turn the gas on. The fuel is going to flow through the carburetor, fill the bowl, and then we'll see where it shuts off. One of the nice things about doing it this way is you can actually put a demand on the carburetor. That's what we're going to do with this, okay? I'm going to take, you can see the fuel level right here, I think. I'm going to take and just dribble some gas into here, which will lower the level and we'll be able to see it fill back up. So you can actually see if floats are sticking, how it works under demand, you know. If you got everything cleaned up well, it should just kind of work. Also, the book shows anywhere from 2 to 4 millimeters below this edge. So when we set this carburetor in here, this edge is that edge. So all we gotta do is measure from the lip of this down. Now I've got some marks here, you probably can't see them, but here's 1 millimeter, 1, 2, 3, and 4 millimeters. So anyway, I'm gonna hook it up and we'll see if this works. Okay, well I've got the fuel line hooked up and I'm gonna turn the fuel on. And we should be able to start seeing the fuel in the float bowl, if you want to call it, start to rise. And hopefully it'll shut off. And I haven't checked this one, so I have no idea. And I'm not going to bore you with the adjusting. All you need to do is bend the tab. I'm just trying to give you the idea and reasoning behind why I do it this way. So there we go. The fuel is on. You can see the fuel coming up, I hope. I can see the floats rising. And it appears to have stopped. And it looks like we're about 3 millimeters, maybe 4. So I might have to change that a little bit, you know, to bring it up to where it's supposed to be. Let's see how the float works as far as opening and closing. I'm going to see if I can't get a little bit of gas to come out of there. There we go. We're dribbling some gas. That's putting a load on it. We're burning gas. Just as if the engine was running, and I didn't detect any level drop, which is good. You don't want to see anything happen. Okay. Now I'm going to just shut this off. Hang it back up. And it should, now, and the other nice thing about this is, if you have a needle seat leak that's bad, you'll see it, because it'll just keep going up and up and up. So anyway, that's kind of, I think, what the benefits are of doing it this way. You can actually see everything work. You can really see the level for real. You're not guessing. You can do a function check. You know, there's just so many advantages, I think, to doing it this way. So anyway, thanks for watching. As far as the leakage goes, I usually let them set for like 5 or 10 minutes. The steel seats against the steel needles and a steel seat instead of the Viton needles, my feeling is they're going to leak. Okay, steel to steel really doesn't make a good seal of any kind. Much like our check balls in the oil lines. So, you know, if you let this sit for 5 minutes or so and you don't see a rise, but you did in an hour, I wouldn't worry about it, because when the bike is running, we are burning fuel. So for as long as we're burning it faster than we're leaking it in, it should be good. If you got the Viton needles, then you should be good. I've probably got, in this set of 3 carburetors, anywhere from 12 to 14 hours. I didn't keep track. With all the cleaning and the you know, and the adjusting and the polishing and the making sure everything's perfect as I can get it. And the reason for that, you know, is I just believe that, you know, the better you can make everything, the better everything's gonna work. To me, that just makes perfect sense. Which is why I go through all these gyrations, you know, with the, you know, the extensive cleaning and the extensive polishing and even this little setup here, you know. I'd rather not leave anything to chance. There's enough chance as there is. I'm just trying to eliminate the most as I can. Okay, well, everything turned out really good. We have no leaks. I let each one set for about 5 minutes or so, you know, and the fuel level just stayed right where I set it. What's nice about this is, you know, I can see each carburetor when I put it under demand, you know, by draining a little bit out. And all three of them just, there's no sticking, no float sticking, no jerkiness, no anything. You know, they just come down and they drop about a 1/2 millimeter the way I was dribbling gas out. And then when you pick, you know, when you stop the flow of gas, they just pick up and stop right where they were the first, you know, were the first time. The first one was about 4.5 millimeters below the lip, okay? The second carb was about 4 millimeters below. This is the last one, and it was good. It was 3 millimeters. So obviously I brought the other two up to 3 millimeters, which was my target, you know, right in the middle of the spec, 2 to 4 millimeters. So all in all, should be good to go.